Hello, Richard Murbach with the Tom George Yacht Group. Today we are going to walk through a 46-foot Invincible catamaran, go through a little bit of features about the boat, and hopefully highlight a few things if you're interested in one. This boat is powered with the V10 400 Mercuries quads. That is pretty standard power package that we're putting on a lot of these new boats. Top end right around 70 miles an hour with a comfortable cruise, 40 to 50 miles an hour. That'll give you over a 700-mile range with a full fuel capacity, which is 1,000 gallons on this boat. A little bit about the transom here. We have two 70-gallon live wells, and then flanking those, standard is these storage hatches. Great to throw a 10-pound bag of sardines or maybe a block of chum in there in the morning, a little ice. Just a good storage hatch. The option you can also have there is twin or triple tuna tubes. Those would be great for live baiting the big blue marlin that they sometimes like to chase in the Gulf of Mexico up in the Panhandle area. A lot of those oil rigs will hold a lot of those fish, live bait in the big blue marlin. In the jump seats we have on both sides as well. That is also an option. Flip this up and we can pull our jump seat out. Tucks away when you're fishing. Again, we are on a catamaran, so we have two bilge hatches on both sides of the boat with our 70-gallon floor wells in front of them. Let me show you here. The one side, we option all of these boats with the Best Marine Sea Chest. This particular one has two 3-pump Best Marine Sea Chests that feed the 4 live wells. That gives you a backup pump for either side of the boat. In case one goes down, you can keep those baits nice and happy. Huge cockpit space on this boat. I'm sure a lot of people are wondering, the boat next to us is a 40 Invincible. So I'm sure as you're watching the video, there might be some comparisons. We did a little bit of measurements the other day. This boat, if I remember correctly, has 72 inches of cockpit space. That is from the back of our leaning post here to the back of the front of the live wells, I guess, where our 40 has 56 inches, if I remember correctly. Might be off by an inch or two there, but forgive me. Here, going through the rest of the boat here, this one we optioned with the pretty standard leaning post, which gives us a chill plate in here, as well as our nice drink box. That is great just to stash your drinks for the day. Obviously, we have a lot of large fish boxes in the front as well. Also pretty standard, our tackle station. Pull it off the big magnets that we have there and reveals all of our drawers with our Plano boxes in the middle. And we also have some tackle storage, port and starboard side of the leaning post as well. Just nice and starboard here, so very easy to maintain. Put a scrub brush on that at the end of the day and close it on up. This one you see the gray and the black stitching. We can do a lot that's very custom on the boat. This boat is going to its new owner. It'll be his second Invincible. We're very excited to have him staying with the family. You also might see the dual rod rack on this one. That is an option. Gives you a couple more rod holders and a little easy access to get to these ones that are a little lower if you're height challenged like myself. Some little changes. We do have our in-floor fish boxes. These are giant. We also have fish boxes in the floor at midship as well, all the way in the front of the boat. You guys can come take a look at those in person, but they are very large. I guess before I move away, one minor change. So we have the door that opens inward on our 46 with the ladder that pops out and goes over. We also have our transom ladder optioned on this one as well. A safety feature we like to build into all of our boats. A way to get in if, for whatever reason, somebody were to go overboard and you're by yourself. Good way to be able to still have access into your boat. So the new hardtop that we have gives us the ability to have some speakers up in the hardtop, as well as our Garmin screen. That is a 12-inch Garmin screen that we have there, all linked together so you can control your autopilot from there. Obviously see your bottom machine and anything else that's going on. We'll walk forward, show you the dual row seating here. So the school bus seating, as some people like to call it, definitely a must-have feature on a lot of boats that are 40 feet and larger. We started with our 40. Now we have it ability on our 43 mono, as well as the boat that we're standing on, the 46 catamaran. These seats go forward and backwards, armrests all around, and the coveted middle seats, second row, is definitely a great place to be if it's a little bumpy. Coming forward here, big Garmin screens. I love the Garmins. I think they're very user-friendly, and these screens are great. Maximizes our dash there, and now we're able to move some stuff above. We have our mercury gauge here to the left, our fusion stereo, and then the rest of our components here. You see this one, we have our JPO mercury steering with our joystick, the position hold feature, and the autopilot, all built into that system. Got our horn, nice heavy duty horn there, which is always fun. Big boat, sometimes it's good to let people know you're there. The jet skiers that tend to have the blinders on, it's good to have that sucker. And we'll walk forward a little bit further, show you the head that's over here real quick. I always like to point out the amount of space that we do provide in our boats. It is significantly larger than a lot of other manufacturers out there. It is a catamaran. A lot of people do complain about that space, but you're in there to do one thing, and it does it well, and we do maximize the space that we have in there. So this 46, as I mentioned, is the second owner's second Invincible that he's had, and he really likes this seating arrangement. We have our extra large coffin box here, which is great to use as an actual fish box, especially if you're going to put some large tunas in the boat or a big swordfish. And then behind it, we have a second area, which would be great for your sandwiches and other maybe miscellaneous drinks and things that are not in the one that we have in the back. So we have our transom cooler, we have the cooler in the front, and then our very large fish box, which I opened up from this way, as well as... So we see I have all of our individual covers in there right now, but the dividers that pull out, and this drains right overboard via gravity. No macerators needed on this fish box, which makes it very easy to maintain. Another little feature that this customer added, these are pull-out bench seats. It's not the most popular option that we do, but it's nice to know that you can do it. This is a pretty unique style for the way that we build a lot of these catamarans. So seeing some different things that Invincible will do for you definitely maximizes the seating when you're hanging out at the island. This is a great area to maybe cook a burger or something and just relax when you're not fishing, which this customer does a lot of. Our hard glass windshield, the black powder coating with our blue frame, as I mentioned earlier, some of the stitching to match. His other boat was very similar to this one, and we're excited to get him on the water. We are adding two 108-inch Rodans to this boat. Those will be powered by two lithium-ion batteries that we're going to have nicely wired in the head with its own separate battery charger. We had the same thing on his last setup as well. Do a lot of bottom fishing here on the west coast of Florida, and being able to pop those things in and stay over a rock that's the size of sometimes just this coffin box here on a large boat, it makes a huge difference. We're able to pull those fish in, and time saving as well. Sometimes it can take you 30-40 minutes to anchor up, and those Rodans are nice. So call us, and we're happy to get you a quote on any of that, if even on your current boat. Again, my name is Richard Murbach with the Tom George Yacht Group. 46 Invincible. Give us a call. We're happy to go through the boat with you in person.